Hey guys, welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Bruce and today I want to showcase one particular map, talk about the strategic positions and tell you what you need to do in order to make the most out of each game. Let's go. So in this video I want to talk about one particular map, which is Berlin. I will showcase what you can do from each spawn. We will discuss the strategic position on this map and how you need to play and react depending on what your team and the other team is doing. So without further ado, let's jump into some gameplay. So today we are spawning on Berlin with the RHM, and let's first of all take a look at the map and see what options we have. Spawning on Berlin, this is how the game usually develops, and with a light tank, in my opinion, you should play in the middle. There are two bushes on each side of the map, so this one right here and this one for the for the green team, and then this one and this one basically symmetrical on the map for the other team. And with a light tank you want to go there, because not only can you then try to spot the enemies which are playing in this portion of the map, but you can also get crossfire from this position right here into the middle once one of the side tries to attack and tries to overrun the other position. Furthermore, you have the option of, let's delete this one right here, you have the option of moving into the other trench like this, and we'll see this later on in the gameplay. Or you have the option of making a sneaky gameplay and attack the heavy tanks from the rear. So for example, from the green position to go like this, or vice versa from the red position to go all the way like this. So there are multiple options if you play the middle, and in my opinion this is the most flexible gameplay that you can not only do with the light tank but also with the medium tank. And this is why I like to play the middle. Once again, not only in a medium tank, but also not only in a light tank, but also in a medium tank. Yeah, so this is why I like to go to the middle. It offers the most flexibility, and in my opinion, that's the place where you want to play, especially with the light tank. But then, as I said now multiple times, also with the medium tanks. And now you want to enter the trench like this. It's simply the fastest way. And then, of course, you have to take a look at the other light tank, the one that you are competing against, and then see whether you have a spotting advantage or not. In this case, I do not have a spotting advantage because I am matched against the Manticore, and of course he is clearly the better spotter. But nonetheless, I still want to go to the middle because it is super important. And then of course I do not go into the bush because the Manticore would simply outspot me, but rather I try to make some sneaky gameplay and try to just be smarter and outsmart him. So I peeked on top just to see whether I get spotted, because this would indicate me that the Manticore is in this bush over there, so the southern bush on the other trench, which is not the case. But from this position I can also get crossfire not only to the heavy flank but also to the medium flank, because there are some holes in those buildings, and there's also this gap right here which I can use to get a shot. Nice. So first damage onto the KPZ EK1. Excellent. Now of course I'm spotted, but I can fall back any day of the week, and as you can see, the level 1 is trying to get a shot onto me, but as I am the very fast RHM with also very fast reverse speed, and he has a very hard time of actually hitting me because I can instantaneously fall back. Let's take a shot onto the convoy. Nice. And yeah, this gameplay is all about this flexibility that you can exploit when you are playing in the middle. Not only can you make damage on your own, but of course you can also spot for your team and make damage. In this case, as I said before, I do not want to compete against the Manticore because I would lose this fight simply because of my lackluster spotting skills based on my lackluster camo. But I can perfectly well play the middle and simply make damage. And voila, after only 2.5 minutes of the game, we already made 1.3k damage. Excellent. So looks like our team on the heavy flank is making pressure, and so of course there's no way of There you go. Okay, I take another shot. This was actually a bit stupid. Should not have stayed out in the open. So there's no way of getting a crossfire into this gap of those two, or this dividing line, this dividing street of those two heavy positions, or heavy tank brawling areas. But that's alright, because later on we can make another move that I already teasered and that I will then show you. So, okay, game is still relatively close, so we should not play, you know, over aggressively right now, and simply maintain what we are doing. Try to decrease the HP of the enemy team. That was not aimed properly by myself. Unfortunate, but yeah, that's how it goes. And then unfortunately now the KPZ EK1 is blocking this line of fire, which is not very good, but let's see what we can do. Okay, all right, game is developing rapidly. Okay, first of all, we need to punish the Badger 25T for making such a mistake. Let's see, maybe he advances or falls back. Let's see. I've loaded the regular ammunition simply because of the shell velocity. There you go. Do not hit this shot, but maybe the next one. Let's see. No. Okay. Okay, this was not the best stellar gameplay, but anyway, now we need to hurry up, simply because we are on the winning side. So I directly crossed. Usually I would not do this, but now we have to do it because we want to make more damage at the end of the game. Now, the good thing about the RHM is I have a superb DPM with my excellent 120 millimeters of HE penetration. The Manticore has a very poor DPM, and so I can easily out DPM him. Need to hit this shot. Yep, I can easily out DPM him, and I can even with having only, let's say, half of my HP available, I can easily out DPM him. This is how strong this tank is compared to the Manticore when it comes to firepower. This is why I like the RHM, because you have the flexibility. Of course, you can spot, but you can also play this tank as a medium tank and simply rely on your firepower. And now the only thing we need to do is we need to try to make more damage at the end of the game. So let us see, can we take a shot onto this ST or standard B? Nice, we can take him out, excellent. And so yeah, voila, 3.2k damage on Berlin. And I think this gameplay showed what options you have if you play the middle. Now, second game on Berlin, once again with the RHM, of course, same setup, so same strategic intent for this map, so we can skip the map portion and instantaneously go into the replay. Now, this time we are matched against the T100LT with the RHM. It's very simple. You are inferior when it comes to spotting to all other light tanks, so you need to watch out, but it's basically a good challenge, one that lets you think about what you are doing. We have an ELC even 90 in our team, and that is of course the best spotter, so spotting wise our team does have an advantage. But no matter on which spawn you spawn on Berlin, you basically can do the same thing. Now here I'm simply trying to aim at the entrance of this little bunker, so in case those tanks try to rush into this bunker, they will take a shot and get punished for this move. So maybe the Roger Louis, let us see. Doesn't look like. And of course the heavy tanks of the enemy team are making pressure, so now it is time for us to support our team and to do some crossfire onto this position. Let us see, T44 is making pressure, so we have to watch out for this. But in the meantime, we want to help our team to support the middle. I need to load premium ammunition in order to have even a chance of penetrating the side of the Type 5 Heavy after this humongous buff of this tank. It is an armored monster, but with premium ammunition I can at least make a couple of shots. Now, okay, T44 is making pressure, so I need to fall back. Very bold move of this player, but actually not too bad. And I take a shot by the Type 5 Heavy. That is not what I want to see. But so far we need to keep supporting our team on the heavy flank, because if at least 1 or 2 tanks of the enemy team turn around the turret, then it makes the gameplay of our heavy tanks much easier. Now, I think I have to fall back so that the T-44 cannot push me out, because after all, I'm a light tank, he's a medium tank, and so he has the firepower advantage. Now, I want to peek this bush and see whether I get spotted. I do not get spotted, so I can go here. Of course, only until either the T-44 moves out or until I take a shot, because then I will get spotted. And then I have to fall back instantaneously. Let's fully aim in, and nice. This is of course the drawback of the RHM, this low alpha damage, plus a little low roll right here. But we made some additional damage, and we supported the heavy lane, which is good and which is what we want to do. Alright, looks like the medium flank in the south is under control, but we want to keep supporting our heavy tanks in the north. So let's see whether we can take a shot onto the T-44 if he peeks out. No, he does not, but you know what? No damage, very unfortunate. We're now spotted, so we need to stay hidden for a couple of seconds. Of course, the RHM does have phenomenal snapshot capabilities. So we can easily take a shot, move out of cover, and then fall back instantaneously. And as you can see, they try to take a shot onto us, but I think what we are doing is excellent help for our heavy tank flank, and that is what you can do if you're playing in the middle as well. Another critical damage, but without causing an HP loss to the D95. 4.5 minutes, 1.5k damage dealt. We play this tank as a medium tank, which is fine in this situation. And okay, this tank is focusing us. You know what? Question is whether we should push him out, but I think we would then put ourselves in the open field. And the good thing is we just need to do what we are doing, because as you can see, we have helped our team to withstand the enemy attack on the heavy flank, and now our team can maybe even push them out and win the heavy flank. T-44 is down to being one-shottable, so now we want to take him out, and this then maybe gives us the chance of doing some decisive move. So let's see. Okay, I do not hit this shot. He does not hit either. I have the better reload, so I can move out of cover. Okay, I thought I would have the better reload. Now I've even shot HE. Super unfortunate. Wasn't paying attention, and now he tries to clear me off. But with my fast reload and with him only having 312 HP or 317 HP remaining, I can take him out. Alright, super intense game so far. We want to make sure that we're not spotted, so wait 10 seconds, and then we can now fall into the rear of the heavy tanks. This is what we finally can and want to do. Looks like the T95 is facing the object 704, the object 705, so we can take a shot into his rear. Unfortunately, our teammate is blocking our blocking our sight. Let's try to take him out. It's a bold move because we are now in a crossfire situation for the Su-130 PM and the T100 LT, but looks like they are not paying attention, which is great. And so we can take out the T95. Now we can fall into the rear of those heavy tanks. Little driving error on my side. And now let's concentrate on driving, and we can take out the the E65 Zwilling. All right. Yeah, and I think another decent showcase that you can not only spot in this position, but you can also assist your team with your firepower. And once again, this is why I like this middle position. It is a bit tough to play. You have to kind of get the hang of it and get used to it. But after you have understood how the middle works, it is super beneficial, not only in a light tank, but also in a medium tank. And so this is why I like to play this position. Now, if you are playing a medium tank with strong hull down capabilities, of course, you should maybe go to the southern portion, so the K lane, and exploit your hull down capabilities. But if you're playing a tank, for example, like the Leopard 1, Leopard PTA, KPZ, EK1, and so on and so forth, tanks without armor, then yeah, give the middle a try, give the middle a go, and try to do what I'm doing with the RHM, because this is nothing but sneaky medium tank gameplay without basically spotting. But of course, if you have the spotting advantage on your side, in this case, if the T100 LT and the tier 8 light would have been taken out, I could easily go into the bush and spot. But I have the option of taking part in the game and of using my firepower as well. And so, yeah, voila, 3.4k damage, 600 assisting damage. I think nicely played. And I think those two videos, and we can get one track shot maybe here, nice. Those videos showed you a good option of playing Berlin. And with track shots, you can even further boost your damage. So in the end, on this map, we are able to achieve 3.7k damage, 1.4k assisting damage, a decent result for the RHM. Alright guys, that was it for today with the video about how to play Berlin. Do you agree with my strategy for this map, or do you have another opinion? Just leave a comment in the comment section down below. And as always, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up or hype the video. You can hype the video multiple times, it really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. If you find this video extremely helpful, then feel free to support me via super thanks. This way you can make a one-time donation. You just have to click this button underneath the video. If you adore this channel and you want to consistently support me, then consider subscribing to my channel or become a member once again with the click of a button underneath the video. Thanks a lot, and I see you next time in another World of Tanks video.